Hi guys, and welcome to Freckle Finance. Today's video is going to be on how to eat frugally or cheaply while on vacation. So as some of you might know, in the month of June I traveled to London and Edinburgh and then the Highlands of Scotland. Now this is a very expensive place when it comes to food, and we really had to put a lot of effort in to getting food inexpensively that wasn't, disgusting or anything like that either. So here are my tips and what I learned while traveling to get cheap food. So a significant portion of our meals are actually purchased from the grocery store. And throughout a lot of the UK, it seems, because it was in Scotland and it was in London as well, they had £3 deals. So in Canadian dollars, that's about $6 right now. So it's still quite hefty, but the food prices were even higher at restaurants. And basically you got an entree sort of thing, a snack, and a drink. So the entree could be a sandwich, it could be pasta, it could be salad. They had a variety of healthy and non-healthy foods, vegetarian, non-vegetarian foods, and the snack could be a dessert, chips, or fruit. And the drinks, pop, water type of situation. So we actually did a lot of our meals with that because £3 was significantly cheaper than going to a restaurant. Most of just their pub style food was about 12 to 14 pounds per person just for the entree. So it's a significant savings, even though it is still quite expensive for food. One thing that I personally really liked about buying the food from the grocery store is the calories and nutrition were listed. So if you're like me and you want to make sure that you're not eating too many calories or stuff that doesn't have too much added sugar, it's all labeled there on all those deals. I'm not sure if I'm sure the other food has it as well, but just this £3 deal always had the nutrition listed, and so that was great for me because I didn't have to worry so much about overeating too much, and you can make sure that it was relatively healthy if you wanted it to be. This next one is definitely something that happens in a lot of different cities. I know we have this in Toronto, and that's they have their menus posted outside of the restaurants, and usually with a price list. And so generally restaurants are all clumped in one area, so you can scope out the whole area, check all the restaurant prices. Fish and chips in one place might be £8 and £14 somewhere else. If you convert that to dollars, that's $16 to $24. That's a huge price difference in terms of Canadian dollars. So therefore you can, get the cheaper of the options or the less expensive of the options. Maybe it's not the most gourmet, maybe it doesn't taste as well as the other one. But if you're concerned about the cost of the trip and the food prices that you're going to be spending, then this is a good way to save some of the money. However, don't assume that when it lists a burger that includes fries with it. I know that tends to be the way it is in North America, but it often was the case that a burger was just a burger and you had to order fries on the side. So when comparing prices, make sure that you look to see if it does include a side with it. The third thing is we also stayed at an Airbnb at both locations, which meant that we were able to bring leftovers home and reheat them if it was a lot of food at the restaurant, or just we were able to prepare some of our food. Now we didn't even rent an entire place, we just rented a room in both locations. But we still had access to the kitchen and the oven and all that stuff. So we didn't do it often, but there was, I think, 2 nights where we just picked up a pizza that was cheap from the grocery store and we just heated it up there, and that also allowed us to keep the food costs down. If you're going on any longer tours or excursions, like for us, we went on a Highland tour that was a 12-hour trip total. You're going to be stuck in places for food that have very limited options and are likely even higher tourist towns with expensive prices. So if you want to save some money, it might be best to go to the grocery store beforehand and make sure you pack your food in your bag for your trip so that you don't have to spend so much money on food on that trip, because you're not going to be able to estimate how much the food's going to cost because you likely don't know what the restaurants are. They might not even have websites. Like a lot of the places we personally stopped at were just very small towns, and the prices could have been expensive. I think we still did eat some of the food while we were there, but we did also pack some snacks and food with us just so that the entire day would not be as expensive. However, I don't actually save money and go super frugal options as I can get for every single meal on a trip. I mean, we did eat at restaurants, but as well, sometimes we did spend a little more money. Now, we personally never went to any high-end restaurants because we were just uncomfortable with the prices of the food as it was. We had initially planned to go to one nice restaurant, and we decided we would just go to a nice restaurant when we came back to Toronto. We didn't feel comfortable spending the money, but it doesn't mean that you have to always go to the cheaper restaurants. This is vacation. You should enjoy it a little bit. And definitely spend the money to check out local food that's not really available anywhere else. For example, we did actually try haggis, And that was pretty much the only local food that wasn't really available anywhere else. We did try pot pies as well, but you can find that here in North America, but it's not as easy. I actually liked it. It wasn't on the top of my food list of great things, but it absolutely was not as disgusting as I thought it was, and I've been avoiding haggis at family reunions all my life. So whether you're just going on a local few days away trip or you're going internationally, definitely consider the cost of food when you're budgeting, and consider the fact that you might not be eating out at really nice restaurants the entire time. If you haven't subscribed to me already, make sure you click that subscribe button below. I do upload videos regularly, as well as you can like me on my Facebook page. And remember, no matter what your financial situation is, try to have a great day. Bye.